Do you still need to add to the short position of Bitcoin? If you are interested in this question, please follow me and let's take a look at the current situation. I have a short position on Bybit with a position value of 100,000 US dollars in Bitcoin and 200,000 in Ethereum. The total value of the US dollar position is about 300,000 US dollars in short positions. At present, if the two are added together, the total is about 4,000 US dollars in profit. If you also think this profit is very good and you also want to trade, you are very welcome to click. Now click on the Bybit link below. As long as you are a new user in KYC and recharge 100 US dollars, you will receive 30 US dollars in cash. And you can directly withdraw the currency. BitGet, as long as you KYC and do not need to deposit or trade, it will give you 30 US dollars in cash. The $20 trial fee is good. Let's go back to the Bitcoin market. Recently, I looked at the weekly chart of Bitcoin. In fact, we are on the weekly chart. I personally think that it would be a very good time to make a final decision. The timing is right, especially after it falls below 25,000. It is around this position. I would think that below 25,000, it is the place to firmly set our head. No matter what the price is, we can take positions in batches. Then we can see the front if we target the previous position of 25,000, it is about below 9,000. Because before the bull market starts, we will have a period of accumulation, and this period of time will usually be very long. So we are walking in this range now. So in fact, if we look at it from a bull market perspective and look back from 2025 to 2026 to now, we will all think that now is a very worthy time to buy. In fact, we can also look at another data, which is Bitcoin, which is on Google. The changes in search popularity basically follow the price of Bitcoin. You can find that Bitcoin, as long as it reaches the peak of the bull market, our search will reach the highest point of course. His calculation method is quite special. He uses the period with the highest search popularity as 100 as the benchmark, and then the rest are equal proportions. You can find that in the previous rounds of bear markets, the popularity of our Bitcoin searches all dropped after they dropped. It is going relatively smoothly. But this time we are in a bear market. We are after a decline. We are still falling slowly and continuously. If we want to choose to buy, we must buy when no one is interested, which is now. What if we want to sell? It must be chosen when the crowd is buzzing, so we can know it from the search popularity on Google, or it can be used as a reference for investment, and as one of the references for spot positioning or selling. Well, let's go back to Bitcoin. On the market, currently, I personally am still doing a short order. What about this short order? In fact, from 4 hours, we can find a Saifu pattern. This Saifu pattern, I personally think, is very standard. From our using the highest point of the magnet, XA, B, C, D. The distance between point D and point A, and if it is between 0.362 and 0.618, then XD is 0.786. You can find a perfect match. Then the AC point is 1.113, which also perfectly falls in the range of 1.113 to 1.414. Then for BD, if it is between 1.272 and 2, you can also find our BD. The point is 1.7, which is very consistent, so we are at about this position, which is 27,500, and it is a very standard Saifu form to see the open position. Personally, I am more anxious. I entered the open position at 27,300. In fact, judging from the current situation, it is quite good. Of course, our position has been added. After the current decline, I still pay more attention to this position. I have added a position yesterday, but if I have not added it yet, for friends who want to add positions, I think it's too late. After we have a small bottom pattern above, we break through and then backtest the neckline. However, in fact, backtesting the neckline is a very good entry for shorting or shorting. Talking about the opportunity to add positions, I think this opportunity has not disappeared now, or if you want to wait for a more confirmed signal, you can wait until it breaks the previous low, and then add positions. This is also possible. We will see later. As for Ethereum, it is weaker than Bitcoin. Let's look at this volatile area from 4 hours. In fact, its most important support is around 1600. In front of 1600, it has had support and then supported it. There is support here. In fact, we have now fallen below 1600. I personally even think that if we can return to around 1200 and around 1600, it will be a very, very good opportunity to add short positions, and we are at a small level. We have definitely formed the top of an arc. Such an arc top. Once this arc top is broken, it will even directly fall below our previous low. I believe it can definitely trigger a big wave of decline. Especially when we are now. He is testing the weekly trend line. We can draw this line at this position. If it falls below, I believe that the consequences of this kind of weekly fall will be disastrous as long as it falls. And it will fall. The speed is very likely to be very fast. Thank you very much. You are very welcome. You can like my video, subscribe, share and turn on the little bell. This is the greatest support for me. Thank you very much. Bye.